Hello, this is Dr. Eric Potter from Sanctuary Functional Medicine, here in Franklin, Tennessee, where we practice whole person care for the glory of God. This is our second edition in a series on spiritual care. Today we're going to talk about why we practice spiritual care at Sanctuary. The contemporary world divides humans into parts with little interaction between those parts. The physical, emotional, mind, and spiritual are all compartmentalized when we look at problems or need of therapy. The tasks of whole person care are then parceled out to different specialists. Pastors, doctors, counselors, ethicists, all these share different roles in caring for a person. They work in their boundaried fields, usually ignoring the other fields, or at least not interacting that much or directly with the other ones. This is not all bad in one sense. We do need some specialists that focus attention on specific areas, but we have lost sight of the whole person. Specialists become so focused on their area, and no one watches over the integration of each area into the whole. Pragmatically, this approach fails. It really contrasts with the experience of life, that we function as both physical and spiritual beings. It doesn't fit with a Christian view of reality either. It contrasts with biblical view of the whole person. The Bible addresses us as physical and as spiritual beings, both with meaning, both with importance. They are distinct but interdependent. Arbitrary lines between these areas only confuse the issue. So in the Bible, the physical and spiritual are addressed in the very beginning. We are created from the dust of the earth and thus have physical natures. Though renewed, this physical nature will be present in the new heaven and in the new earth. The breath of life was then added to the dust of the earth. This is possibly a description of the Spirit being breathed into man from God. And the Spirit is really the truest eternal aspect of man. It will also continue in the new creation, the new heavens and the new earth. Now, God also addresses physical, spiritual, mental, and emotional needs throughout the Bible. The emotions fill the Psalms, and fear not is repeated throughout the New Testament. Jesus addressed physical healing during his ministry time on earth. The whole Bible addresses forgiveness and guilt, spiritual issues, and Bible tackles death as the ultimate physical and spiritual concern. We see the physical body and the spirit are interdependent. Man is really an embodied soul, as I've read from other theologians. The body is a means of spirit working out evil or righteousness, and the Bible teaches the interplay of these, whether it's in the Psalms, the suffering of Job, or other verses of the Bible. Reality supports this. From your own personal experience, you may notice that health trials have produced changes in emotions. Emotions can be expressed in physical symptoms. As a physician, I've seen hives coming from stress in someone's life, leaky gut arising from stress. Many diseases also are worsened by stress, asthma, autoimmune, cardiovascular, and we can see how the physical plays back into affecting the emotions over and over again. So, your experience probably confirms this. Likely each of you can think of when emotions, spiritual struggles, or physical challenges affected each other. Science also has been revealing more chemical pathways or neurologic connections that are being discovered, showing how the gut, hormones, nerves, brain, inflammation all interact in our body. There is more to this than just imagination. There are real physical connections. So to get better, we must address the physical and spiritual and relationships. You see, our health and its contributors extend beyond our own being. Relationships affect us deeply. Includes all levels of relationships as well. Individual to God, relationships between individuals, and then in your families or groups, community aspects, relationships affect our health. So we want you to thrive body, mind, spirit, and relationally. So we address both physical and spiritual health and encourage relational health as well. Most of our time in the office focuses on physical manifestations and causes. This series of emails and videos serve to edify in terms of spiritual care. It's not meant to replace your church or personal growth in faith, but to point you back to God, His Word, worship, prayer, fellowship, and more. More or less bi-weekly, intermixed with other physical emphasis of care, we will reflect and ask you to reflect so that God may apply to your own self-care or the care of a family member who is seeing us. If you desire prayer or have a question about something in this video, please send a message. If something blesses you, please let us know as well. We look forward to the next video where we will share further with you about how we at Sanctuary care about your spiritual health. Thank you and have a good day.